the gist of the story there. So Moonrider kind of becomes aware of what the government is doing and realizes, like, well, I have this power and I should fight back instead. So as we play as Moonrider, we will fight against his former comrades, but first we have to escape the bioweapon lab. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. So lab just introduces the basic mechanics. You, of course, attack, jump. You can do a 3-hit combo. You can do a jumping attack. You can do a dive kick, like so. This is all automated, by the way. So take this guy out, and we'll start making our way through. We will kind of just cut our way through everything here. I like to damage boost off of some guys just to try to get a little bit of speed back. But yeah, we will be making use of the dive kick mainly to get past some barriers that we would normally grab. You can also wall climb in this. Normally you kind of go back and forth, but you can hold down and back toward the wall, and you will jump up and then back to the wall. First little mini boss here, Joy Masher, very fond of their mini bosses. So we have to use this cannon to destroy this door. And we're going to try a little tricky jump here. I just think I got it. Yeah, alright, that's kind of tight timing. You have to go right away. But, it's too close. Too far away, I should say. We're going to get our first upgrade chip in a moment. You can pick up several upgrade chips in the game. If you play this casually, you'll probably get all of them. They're kind of interesting and fun. They change up how you play the game. For example, there's one that lets you double jump. That's another good option for a speedrun. Lets you do some tricks. But I don't get that one. Instead, I get one that lets you siphon MP from enemies by defeating them. However, the one I just got was a chip that lets you regenerate MP over time, which will be very helpful for us later. First boss here, we're going to try to very quickly take this out in 2 cycles, hit the hand 4 times here. Good, and then we'll use our special. Ooh, okay, almost didn't get it, but we got it. Alright, pretty good first level. Alright, so we always get a little results screen here. Typically in a speedrun you will get rank S after every level. So now we are going to be going into our kind of Mega Man X style level select. Our goal is to, of course, defeat all of the bosses, get all of their skills. Some levels have some different mechanics. For example, this one starts with this little ride section. We do this level first because the boss will give us a special weapon that is a dash, which is very, very helpful later. But we have to go through this ride section first. A lot of time spent just kind of vibing here. So you can press down on the on your controller to do a little wheelie. And hopefully I can get this. There's an enemy coming up that sometimes your special attack will hit it right away, and sometimes it will go through it. Yeah, I just missed. Oh, that second one went through it. The hitbox for those is a little bit weird. It's like slightly right of center. It's a little strange. But yeah, so this ride section we will just be kind of continuing to do what I've been doing, which is take these guys out as they show up. It does speed things up slightly if you take them out a little faster. We do want to retain our MP because we will be using it for the special weapon on kind of some sub-bosses, mini-bosses along the way. For example, we have one coming up right now. So he'll show up. Just use all my special on him, and doesn't even hit me, so nice and easy. There is another one later where we'll use all of our special, and then we'll have to kind of sit for a while. There are some electric barriers here. Just hang out on the side. They don't do anything if you're on the far edge. You can take damage by hitting the wall, so you want to be a little bit careful with that. Chances are extremely low you will die here, so not really a concern. We can just let the other motorcycle guys kind of ride through us. It's not a big deal. On MP. Thank you. Cool. Oh, you kind of just get used to kind of vibing in this level a little bit. Alright, so here's our mini boss for this portion. We just want to kind of keep him in front of us as he moves back and forth. Again, the damage that he's going to cause me does not matter. I am not going to die. He will die before I do, so we just kind of damage race him. Then we'll move on to part 2. Part 2, typical side-scroller action. This level's fairly short, so we'll fight a couple of stronger enemies here and there, but mostly it's jumping across these platforms and getting good spots to jump to avoid damage. Nice. Alright, we will get some health pickups along the way and MP pickups along the way. Helpful, especially when we're fighting the bosses and mini-bosses. Alright, first little mini-boss down there. Alright, you'll see these danger signs pop up occasionally. It's telling me that there is a barrier coming my way. You can take damage from those, so you do want to be a little bit careful. Get trapped in this room and just take these guys out. They look kind of scary, but they're really not. More goons. I was out of special. I didn't realize. My attack's coming out a little bit slow today. I don't know why. Alright, so this is where the danger will actually hit us because we can't go fast enough to avoid it. Generally, it works out well with the timing here. Just kind of destroy that one pretty quickly. Alright, now we're on to the boss. Every boss we aim to kill within like a cycle or two. After this boss, we'll be using his special attack on every single boss. So what I'm going to do is run forward, dash attack, and then just kind of meet him over on the right side. Oh. Yeah, you got away from me a little bit there, that's okay. Alright, and that's boss 2 down. A little bit early splitting there, that's okay. Yeah, so we get the photon dash here. It is a dash ability. It is very helpful for both navigation and for fighting bosses, so we'll be using it a lot. Because we have our MP regeneration chip equipped, we will slowly kind of regenerate our MP as we go. Makes life a little bit easier for using this. There is the reason I do this level next is that there's an MP vampire chip here, so we want to get that for the sake of being able to dash more. If you dash through an enemy, you get you typically will kill an enemy by dashing through it, and you get not quite the full amount back that you use for the dash, but almost the full amount back. Oops. Not the best movement there, that's okay. So I'm holding off on dashing here, because I want to dash there. We had one left, so it's really all about decide where you want to do your dashes, basically. We need to wait here for a moment. Dash, dash. Alright, we skipped a mini-boss there. You did not know that, because you didn't see him. But he is there. He will trap you in a fight, so we can skip that instead, which is pretty nice. Right. low on MP, which is fine. Gonna get some more right here. Go over this guy. It's fine that he hit me, it doesn't matter. Little mini boss here. Said Joy Masher really loves their mini bosses. Cool. Alright. That guy goes down pretty quick, but he can be a little bit annoying. Right, this game has a lot of auto-scrollers, so we're going to be riding an elevator for a little bit. This would be a good time for me to have a host read something pretty early in the run. Oh. Because not much happens here, we just kind of vibe here for a minute. But yeah, as we go through this, we'll kind of avoid various environmental things, take out different enemies. Nothing too crazy here. Oh. Okay. Alright, little mini boss here. This is one of my favorite enemy designs in the game. Just so goofy. Nice. Alright. That was the goal. I have missed that pretty frequently. Yeah, so the dash is interesting mechanically because it can hit twice. So... Oh no. Depending on how close you are to the enemy when you trigger the dash, you can hit twice. Right, we now have our MP vampire. You'll see some blue orbs coming out of enemies now. Like I mentioned, you get most of the cost of a dash refunded if you defeat an enemy with dash. So we're going to be aiming to do that pretty frequently. We'll hit these barriers as well. Typically you'll do one dash to get close to it, and then two will hit it several more times and take it out. Then another auto-scroller. This level's all about the auto-scrollers. We're on this little ride platform. You get a choice here whether to go up or down. I go down. I don't think it matters too much which way you go. You go this way, there are some mines that will appear. If you destroy them with your blade, then you get the MP cost refunded. Or rather, you get MP back when I say MP cost. Thinking about the dash too much. Here are those mines. Just get full MP from them, basically. Get an extra life there just for safety, you don't really need it. So we're coming up on the boss. Bosses are very quick in this game because we photon dash them down pretty quickly. So typically what we'll do is kind of just go in, get set up to do the photon dashes, and then take them down. It's very easy to miss the quick kills on these, so it's fine if you miss them. You just lose time. It's not a huge problem. You're not going to lose a run for it. Alright, that was alright. So that was Storm Chaser. All of the opponent robots always have something to say to Moonrider, like, how could you betray us like this? So Moonrider's always like, how could you serve a terrible government? And then they fight, and that's it. So a pretty straightforward story. Storm Chaser gets away, and we get her special ability, which we will never use, unfortunately. It is similar to an ability, I think, in Mega Man X. Alright, we're going to go to the Lost Ruins. There is a very difficult trick coming up like right away here. So I'm going to swap back to the Photon Dash. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so first we're gonna bounce off this guy. Get up here. Gonna skip it. Oh, I got locked in it anyway. That's it. Okay, that's fine. Alright, tricky little jump coming up here. Be trying to... Oh, I missed. That's okay. Oh, I extra missed. I don't know what that was, but okay. I was hoping that I would be able to get up on that platform, but I could not. Oh gosh, where am I going? That's okay. I whiffed it and then continued to whiff it. Alright. Cool. So what I was trying to do is kick jump off those bugs to get up to this little passage here early, but just whiffed. It happens. Little mini boss here underwater. You got this ship. It does not know what I have in store for it though. Alright, it is not ready for the photon dash skill at all, so there you go. Yeah, this level is interesting. It kind of gets a little bit body horror-ish. We're going to hopefully skip the rest of this level and kick off of some enemies to get through a secret passage. You'll notice on the right now, there's a passage up. So I'm going to guide this guy over here. 5. Nice. Alright. Cool. We got it. Good to get it first try. So that skips the entire level. So very, very nice to be able to do that. Otherwise, you have to go through a whole sequence of hitting switches and going underwater and going around stuff. But we get to skip all of it. Very nice. Much easier to do if you have a double jump, which is in this level. This boss is unique in that she has this little orb hovering around her. We do have to destroy the orb first. So notice I'm not really doing any damage. Alright, good. I almost didn't get it. Alright, should be set up here. Nice. Yeah, so like I said, our goal is always to defeat the bosses as quickly as possible with Photon Dash. It does go through them, so that makes it a little bit easier. For context about how helpful the kick off the bugs is, I lost 20 seconds in that level, and I think I may have missed that in my PB anyway, so trying it a couple of times failed. You get one shot at it, so I really shouldn't have tried to be too cute about it, but that's okay. Alright, off to the laser research base. We love lasers in Joy Masher community. A lot of their games have big lasers that you have to avoid. In particular, one of their games, Oniken, kind of famously has a very, very difficult laser section. So that's kind of referenced here, I feel. Alright, jump over this. We have a little boss here. Okay, that's fine. Time when I might take intentional death, but maybe not. We'll see. Alright, so use our little jump trick there to get over that. Hello. Thank you for the MP. More of you? No. It's fine. Alright. Cool. So a little mini boss here. This guy is a former friend of Moonrider. He serves the government, and it's like, I regret everything in my life. But he still serves them. So we're going to do a 3-hit combo, 5 dashes, takes them out. He leaves. Goodbye. And we move on. So the rest of this level, we're going to be going through a pretty torturous set of areas. Goal is always to kind of get through stuff as cleanly as possible without taking much damage. Alright. That's too bad. Oh no. Alright, here. Wait a second. Go. Yeah, that just helps us avoid the lasers there. It's fine if you get hit by them. We just recently got the Dark Portal ability, so I'm going to be swapping to that. Oops. That's okay. A little bit off now, I think. There we go. All right. Switch back to our Photon Dash, as usual. You can dive kick off of things to get higher. So here's the major laser portion. Better to wait and not get hit by the laser, honestly. So I got hit by it there and just does a lot of damage. So we have to destroy more laser here. There we go. You can hit the, kind of a cool little mechanic, you can hit the grenades back at those turrets. Makes life a little bit easier. Alright, so this is definitely a callback to Oniken. The enemies coming through that'll happen in Oniken as well. Alright, so we have our boss here. I do not have sufficient MP to do the quick kill, so I'll get a little bit more during this cutscene, but not much. So that's okay. Yeah, so we just kind of damage race him at that point. You can quick kill him by using the dash, but I just didn't have enough MP to do it, so I just kind of baited his attacks there. For that, we get a cool ability. This is the Geo Crash. Doesn't look super impressive on the ground. Reminiscent of Zero's crash ability in Mega Man X4, I believe, and in 5, possibly. But if you do it in the air, it gains some extra properties. You gain some iframes from it. Your body becomes a damage frame. So we're going to use that here. I didn't have enough MP to do it there. So I kind of whiffed myself a little bit. That's okay. Gonna delay a second here just to get the extra MP. Alright. Not my best intro portion here. So we're gonna use the Geo Crash on this boss. Cool. There's a faster way to do that, but I'm not very good at it. so I don't do it. Let's again swap over to our Photon Dash. We have to kind of navigate these this set of rooms that has these blocks, and the blocks go down with 2 Photon Dashes, but if you're close, it only takes 1. So we try to get close and only do 1. Wow, I'm not gonna live here. Alright. A little bit bad on health, so we're going to be a little bit careful here. Alright, so I'm going to do, hopefully, a... Nope. Ah, too low, maybe. Yeah. That's too bad. So I was trying to do a float crash there. You can, if you trigger the geo crash, and then you... Sorry, it's hard to talk and do this at the same time. So if you trigger the geo crash, you down kick, you will trigger a float crash, which just kind of lets you float in place. You keep the geo crash iframes and damage, so that's pretty nice. Oh gosh, whiffed that. Please jump up. Thank you. Probably won't get the quick kill here. That's okay. Unsurprising, we're going to use Photon Dash here. Just as much as we can. Yeah, goes down pretty quick. Nothing too crazy there. You can let that fight drag out a long time. It can be pretty bad. And whenever bosses enter their kind of like enraged state, they take less damage. So you want to be kind of careful. His ability is a little flame boomerang. It's not particularly useful. We don't really use it. Alright, we have our last core level before we get to the end game. This is the desalination facility. A lot of cool things that we do here. I was on the wrong thing. Oh no. There we go. Now I'm all kinds of off now. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, that's okay. We'll just kill these guys and get the MP back. Oh, it's exciting. Where'd you come from? Alright, I'm gonna try to do a trick here and skip a forced fight. Nice, got it. So you just have to do 2 photon dashes there in the right spot, and you can skip a forced fight. We're gonna do the float crash here, I hope. Yeah, we got it. Nice. Alright, so yeah, float crash just eats through stuff pretty quick. It's not useful all the time, so we don't use it in every single moment, but it is quite helpful. Get a little switch puzzle area here. Oh. Try to, yep, good. To use our photon dash to get through most things here. I'm going to try to do a trick again. Nice, good. Alright, so again, kicking off enemies will let you access areas a little bit faster than you're intended to. Just wanted to get some MP back there. Geocrash really helpful on this boss. Or this mini boss, I should say. Alright, I think we'll just keep going. We could go to the left and get a little refill area, but we won't. Oops, that's sure not what I wanted. It's fine though. Well. Those fish can't exist out of the water, so they just bounce around. Alright. A little bit slow there, that's okay. Nice. Not exactly what I expected, so I was a little surprised there. Alright, boss here. It won't surprise you to learn, I hope, that we're going to use the Photon Dash on this guy. Goal is to jump over this little gap that's to my right and try to do a dash attack at him. Nope, I failed. That's okay. I don't know what happened there. I kind of got stuck in the corner. Not too bad, though. Save time on my PB, actually. That's pretty good. No, I didn't. What am I saying? I'm looking at the wrong timer. Alright. Seems like Vert's lost 6 seconds to his PB. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, we're coming into the last set of levels. There are 4 levels total. One of them is another motorcycle ride. Goal here, just like last time, just destroy everything efficiently. And that's really all that needs to happen. There are several enemies here that we have to destroy. Oh my gosh, see, that went right through it. That we have to destroy with the special weapon, including these trucks. These trucks are a little bit annoying with their hitbox, see? Now I don't have enough MP. So we'll lose time here, unfortunately. If you miss those special shots, it's pretty bad. So, yeah, you just want to not have that happen. So it's just a time loss. If you do, it's nothing. It's gonna like destroy your run or anything. It does feel bad. Just feels a little silly to be like, well, how did I miss? You do have to you have to wait until that back door opens so that you can actually damage the truck. You can shoot it all you want before that, it's just not going to do anything. Alright, this guy... Let's use 3 specials on him. That's it. Goes down pretty quick. You can even get to fight a Gundam in this game. How cool. So, developers are Brazilian, and they... one of the developers said that they included the wheelie because that's a very common thing in Brazil. So it's like, we have to include it. Coming up, we have the final boss, but not really. The guy coming up on a motorcycle is Sunseeker, the final boss. We are Moonrider, number 2 in power, and he is number 1. So we are chasing him and have to kind of just damage him as much as possible. This is really hard to optimize, just because he moves in kind of sometimes weird ways, like so. Nice, alright, that's fine. Yeah, so now it doesn't really matter what I do. Alright, so we'll go from one auto-scroller to the next. Another little auto-scroller. So I just kind of keep track of, you know, what step am I on, and what enemies are going to show up where here, because you want to kind of take them out as quickly as possible. Photon dash every time. You'll use 2 photon dashes typically, and you'll get all the MP back by the time the next cycle comes up. Yeah, this is another good time for any kind of donations. Yo, Jaws, how are you doing? Oh, that was incorrect. I was in the wrong spot. I want to be toward the center. we go. Alright. Alright, we need to take out enemy on the right side. You notice we were in a space elevator. We're getting higher and higher above the planet. There will be 3 enemies in the next phase, so I want to kind of get in the right spot for that. There we go. Alright, same thing in the next one. Now, once we're done with all this, we're going to swap to our geocrash, and we're going to use the float crash skill again. There we go. Alright, we're gonna get set up over on this side. So notice I hit these guys as soon as they appear. Cool. Alright, not my best, but it was fine. Yeah, so all those faces do different things, so we just try to take them out as quickly as possible. I've never reset on this split. That is amazing to me. This split is terrible. This is like major focus time here, because this portion is really hard. We're going to be photon dashing through some lasers to start, and then just kind of trying to get good setups for movement throughout here. Okay. Okay, lost my running there. Please run. My L trigger is failing me. Alright, I need to pause here so I don't die. It is very easy to take a laser to the face here. There we go. Alright, we're fine now. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? We should be fine. Alright, yeah, so you can see that it's super hectic there. Pretty easy to just, like, have it go wrong. Same thing, we fought him before. He does not change his pattern. He does have some new skills, but he doesn't get to show them off, so just get to wreck him. Alright, so Sunseeker is our final boss. He has 3 phases. First 2 phases are pretty similar. And time is not when I do final hit, but when there'll be a little cutscene where we rush at each other, the screen will go white. So that is our end. Swap over to our geocrash, because we're going to make use of that. Alright, and... Yo, nice. Join the 39 club, or the 38 club, rather. Very good. Sub 39, that's pretty good. Finally get a PB after quite a while. Feels good. Yo. Welcome. Unoriginal throwaway. GG gold. Yeah, 3 golds in this run. It's pretty surprising. I have not been practicing very much, so I'm kind of surprised. But just not dying is a key thing, I imagine. Ashura's fleet time save, I think I must have died somewhere there. That's really all I can think of. Pretty good. Alright, we defeat Sunseeker at last. So see the rebels. I should talk about the rebels when I do commentary here. Yeah, all right. Very good. So we'll do Odalis next. I need to step away for a minute before that. I'm going to let the credits roll. Oh, wait, I can fast forward through the credits, can't I? Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, shout outs to the devs. Joy Masher, always a good time. They have 4 major releases. This is one of my favorites, but Odalis remains my absolute favorite. Cool. All right, I want to take a picture of these. 250516 Moonrider PB 3851. Save. Good. All right. I will get us back to the main menu so that we get to see the hey, you did it, good job, cleared the area. Get our rank S, good job. Very proud. And then we go back to the map. You can just continue if you want. Alright, what I'll do is I'm going to selfishly take a second to share this. Old man can still PB.